Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing really well. My name is Lauren, and I'm Sweetie Pielo here on YouTube. So tonight, I feel fortunate to share with you another clip of Donna's that she's given me permission to release. It basically gives you some understanding as to what Suzanne's last day on Earth seemed to have been. So it kind of causes me to question the timeline a bit and go back to thinking that maybe it was Friday that was her last day. Or maybe, it could even go back as far as Thursday. I know a lot of people have been pondering that. But what makes me believe this is in this clip that you're going to hear, it's very clear that Suzanne and Barry go out for what seems like maybe a romantic dinner out or lunch out. I'm not sure which it was. But we need to remember one thing real quick. At the height of coronavirus, which would have been, May especially, when she went missing, everybody was on very strict stay-at-home orders. So I'm thinking that the restaurant she would have gone to would have been probably a place that she could have like outdoor patio service or something. And there is a restaurant that comes to mind that it could be, and that might have been Little Cambodia. So they went out for a romantic dinner, and we know that after the dinner is when the crime, the murder actually takes place. It is very descriptive. So I urge you that if you have small children, you are not going to want to have them around for that. That's something you would want to put your earphones on. It's pretty descriptive, pretty graphic. So anyway, let's go ahead and roll this clip, and then we will discuss it.
Fall. Like sometimes size and relation and all that are notoriously strange about mediumship, because I don't know the differences, but it just looks like a narrow, not a big strong waterfall, a narrow, a waterfall. I'm resisting saying a custom waterfall and stuff like that, because obviously we know Barry's a contractor. First I saw it I don't know if it was near the restaurant. I was seeing this restaurant, but okay, then the next thing I was seeing was this. But it looked to me like it was in part of nature. And then all of a sudden I have this feeling about this custom waterfall, but then I'm saying, well, of course we know Barry's a contractor, and that I want to be clear, because I don't want to just start leaping to conclusions about things. Like I literally wrote down 12. I'm just seeing Barry with super, super dark tan. I'm not trying to see him or anything. It's like he's wearing the black shirt with the camouflage pants. Okay, well, it's okay. I see her in her house, and she's wearing these kind of loose-fitting pants. They're really, really pretty. And I think they're like black and white pattern or something. And she looks like she's wearing a sleeveless top. It's pretty. Her hair's fixed. I see jewelry on her arm. To me, I feel like we're gonna go somewhere. Like, it doesn't feel like right now, and I don't know if this is the time when anything happens, but right now I feel like, and I got a chill about that, so I feel like we're gonna go somewhere, like a date, or maybe not a date, but maybe a date, that kind of thing, like go to dinner or something like that. And dinner might not be it, but just, the feeling you're dressed for. Her hair looks real nice, and let's see. Because to me, it feels like we're going to go, like he looks to be dressed well as well. Like he might be wearing, now he's not wearing the camouflage pants anymore right now. He's wearing like khaki looks like khaki colored dress pants or and a black shirt, or like it just looks like, yeah. So I feels like we're gonna go somewhere together. I'm not saying this is when anything happens or anything like that, but I definitely, like, she's holding a kind of a clutch purse, and so, I mean, it could have a thing you hang on your shoulder, but it's just like that shape. But anyways, I feel like we're going to go because she picked up her purse, so we're going to go. And I'm just going to let that clear, because if she wants me to get in the car and we're going to go somewhere in the car, then I'd just rather have them start from the beginning to make sure, because I always want to make sure to keep my own mind out of it, you know? So I'll just let that clear out and then let them. I'm seeing her with a different outfit a little bit. Well, actually, I'm not seeing the waist down, but when I see the color change, like say the color of her shirt, that means I don't have it exactly right. But the idea of being dressed nicely to go have a nice, like say candlelight dinner or something like that, that would be correct part. I do see the restaurant, and I did, it could have happened after dinner, or maybe he took her for a walk. Yeah, I get a little waves of spirit energy, so like go for a romantic walk afterwards. Where would we go for an romantic walk? Where there's the waterfall, little waterfall there. There might be like where one of these things where you pull in, where you can go kind of hike a little bit. Little waterfall, though little. It's like you could see the different parts of it, but it's maybe 2-3 feet. It feels to me, and that's the other thing, I could see a real sailboat, and it could end up being a mosaic, a plaque of a sailboat. Okay? The way they show things is however I'm willing to see them, but the waterfall to me looks like barely more than a stream, but it comes downhill or something. And you could walk there. Because how I see it as I see like, the sign, like a government made sign or whatever. Not a metal sign, but a wooden sign where it's like a trail path where people could pull there and go for a walk. Because if there's any possibility of any other, like a stranger abduction or this or that, I don't want to. So every time I keep resisting, but I think it's worth it to just like say, okay, clear all that. Then look and see if there's any. I'll look and see if there's any little places. Find this in a restaurant, and then go from there and be looking for where this waterfall path, park type places. And I don't mean park like spread open, wide open park. I just mean where they declare it a park because they put a trailhead there or something. You know what I mean? They put the little sign that says, oh, so-and-so, so whatever. And then there's probably a few parking spaces and people can walk there, but it's not like here's the wide open park like in a city or whatever. But I feel like they've showed me this small waterfall that it almost comes in steps or something like, well, they take a hill and they make different levels cut into it. Yeah, something like that. But it doesn't, I don't know, but it looks like an all natural waterfall at a walk to me. But it feels like the waterfall does that. There, where I'm talking about. And I feel like I see some wooden fencing, not tall, long fencing, but you know how the kind that you'd see on an old cattle ranch where it's like one short post and then 2 posts that go to the next short post. Just that, that just kind of marked a trail or whatever. That, I feel like I see that goes like along the edge of the waterfall. So it feels like that little waterfall. Okay, that's another thing about mediumship is distances. Doesn't seem to really be an accurate spatial distance, but it feels like you could park there and then you go for a walk and you see that. After, I would think you went to this Italian restaurant there. And I know I read an article well, and you can't make assumptions, but it said she didn't talk to her friend or whatever, and then you would think she was at home or whatever. But what I'm seeing is this restaurant, and I'm seeing this walk. That's what I'm. So I'm just going to let that clear and then see what they give me again. It feels like when you go up the hill, so as the waterfall comes down, you're walking along the path. And then it's pretty there because it's like you could see way over into this like valley-ish. Someone might recognize it who already knows that area. The police probably know that area. And a small wave of energy. They might not know exactly what I'm talking about. But I got a small wave of energy that is. So just let it clear. And it's so like if we went there to watch the sunset type of thing. And now it's a feeling I have. It's not knowing, but I see the like, how the sun sets or whatever. And so it's like I'm seeing that whole, nice time of evening. Like, or if that's the premise of this. And I'm not saying anything happens there either, too. I don't know. It's really weird. If this is accurate, and I'd like to do. I don't know if this is accurate. It's like he's that might be the narcissist part of him. I don't know, but he's acting like he's sorry. Well, he's acting like he's sorry, but she's alive. Where I'm seeing, he's acting like he's sorry. Oh, but then I'm wondering, what are you actually sorry about? Because at first I was thinking he's sorry before, if he's sorry if he's going to kill her, right? He's acting like he's all sorry, but it's almost like he gets on one knee. It's almost like I feel like something to do with the wedding ring. It's almost like he would renew the vows, or it's almost like he's pleading, or he's saying he's sorry, but like I was feeling he was saying he was sorry because he was going to kill her, but I'm not 100% sure if that's why he's sorry or if he's sorry for one of these other reasons. It's not exactly right, though. It's not exactly right. Otherwise, I would have got those chills. Like I got about, I think, the restaurant and about this path, maybe, and this waterfall thing. Something happens. I feel like he seriously seems like he's sorry about something, and I want to let that clear, and then if whatever happened, then show me exactly right. They could have went back home and something could have happened more. She could be showing me her evening, or her afternoon to sunset time. I just hate to see these people die. I'm seeing trees. I'm seeing the same place where it's like an overlook where you could see, it's real pretty up there. You could see it's like slopes down to the next mountain, a large distance. Like it's pretty, but I feel like if we park and we walk to the top of it, then we're kind of not really going that far away from the top of there where we're seeing the sunset, which would be facing, if we're a little above. I see her, I'm not 100% sure if she's still in that same area. I see her now, because it looks like she's wearing something different. It's almost like maybe she's taking me to a different scene. Because it's almost like I'm seeing another one of these photographs. But I don't know if it's a real one or if it's one I saw or not, but she's wearing a black dress and she has a tan and she's holding her high heels. So if that's not a picture, then that's just what I'm seeing as kind of, I think, and maybe because I'm resisting a little. She's not being hurt right now in this where I'm seeing. She's just kind of smiling at me.
Okay. So in that clip, you hear the nature of what happens on her. Sounds like her last day alive. Now I will tell you to begin with that Donna has explained to me before that the energy of having to see murder is something that is just so troubling to your soul. You can't wash it off. You can't rid yourself of it. It takes you dramatically shifting your focus and your energy to something different to really rid yourself of it. But it doesn't happen very easily. So in this clip, we discover that Suzanne and Barry, it looks like they got dressed up. I remember hearing from Donna, I think it was her meditation reading, that Suzanne and her kind of engage in this back and forth conversation where Suzanne is explaining that if you just fix your hair, if you just put a little bit more time into your hair, that you would look, so pretty. And it's a really cute clip, really, because it sounds like the person that Suzanne must have been. It sounds like she was very sweet, very loving, very kind. And so after they get dressed up, they go out to eat, they go to a restaurant, and then they go for a walk around this waterfall. And I don't know how significant that waterfall is. I think it just plays a part of the story of her last day when she was alive. They probably just went for a walk, and that's when Barry started to act like he was sorry. He was asking for forgiveness in some way for something. So something big had happened, and I think she was questioning whether or not she wanted to continue to be married to him. What would indicate that was the turning of the wedding ring and just this iffy nature of, are they going to make it, or are they going to not stay with each other anymore? It was kind of one of those. So where that heads into is going to be the actual murder itself. So it is extremely graphic. I don't have small kids around for that one.
Please excuse this voiceover. I have some final thoughts that I didn't include. My final thoughts here are that Psychic Donna Seraphina has been so accurate in the past that it gives me full confidence in knowing that if this is what she saw Suzanne's last day was like, well, then likely that's exactly what it was like. So if you haven't subscribed yet to her or to me, please take a moment and do so. And thank you so much for watching.